Right, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. Today we're going to share two short stories and we're going to be focusing on what is really going on when foreigners are getting involved with Thai women, and it's all about money, carnage, stress, problems. Guys, we've shared hundreds of true stories, or at least the true that have been sent to me, and I share them on the channel. I don't make any stories up, guys. I don't need to. There's enough people that are willing to email in and share what's happened to them. And I think the main reason why guys wish to share is because one, they want to get it off the chest, and two, they want to warn other guys about it also. But it's very difficult to warn anyone when they're not used to having a beautiful and seductive woman sat on their lap telling them everything that they want to hear, and especially telling them that they want to go home with them. It's very easy for guys to fall in love or in lust with the women here in Thailand. Right guys, so let's kick off with our first email from a long-time subscriber. Dear Dan, I still follow your vlogs and enjoy that you are getting to the heart of the matter. I've just split from my much married, divorced 44-year-old Thai woman. She is exceptionally attractive, but needy and flaky with a capital F, to go along with the habitual lying and deception. I confess to some heartache at her departure. Now the issue was the failed family behind her constantly pushing for me to support the whole family. Million baht sin sod etc, Benz etc, land etc. There are older, hard-hearted dragons pulling her strings. I treated her well and elevated her from scruffy and dowdy, but would frequently remind her I was here because I had a visa and sufficient funds. Lobbing millions of baht, houses and cars in their direction would bring my journey to a premature end. Dan, perhaps you would like to focus on the impact these ghastly families have on otherwise normal women. I have enough red flags to create an imitation Flanders field. Kind regards. Now guys, I wanted to share that email because we don't go into great detail about the pressure that families can put on, especially the daughters, in regards to money. Especially here in Isan, guys, if you bring a foreigner to the village here, it's a poor village for example, and you bring the foreigner and you're stating that this foreigner is now your boyfriend, and they're telling the family how much the foreigner is giving them, how much he's spent on her, does he want to marry her, is he going to pay a sin sod, a dowry, a wedding price, payment, whatever you want to call it. They're going to get as much information as possible. Now the girl will feel like she's proud and she's done well and show off a little bit, but obviously other family members, especially if they don't have much money, are going to be looking at how they can get their fair share also. If this guy wants to marry my daughter, then I expect a house being built. I expect you to elevate the whole family and bring our status up. And the only way to do that is through money. So they will expect a sin sod, and they will expect a house being built, and they will expect you to help with any kind of family problems, which can include debt and medical bills, etc. It's what is expected, especially when you're a foreigner, because everybody still seems to believe, especially over here in Isan, in the villages, that all foreigners have money. Now, as I've been in Thailand for over 7 years, I've obviously experienced this to some kind of degree. When I first met one of my ex's family members, everybody really nice, coming to look at me, check me out, being wonderful, all doing like really nice whys for Sawadika, etc. And everybody treated me extremely nice. But when they started to come around again and again and again, and they didn't see anything new, like a new car or a new house or something being built or some gold around my ex's neck or whatever, then they start to think, be with this guy for what? Why in the hell would you be with this foreign guy if you're not getting like cold hard cash and gifts and presents like everybody else? And this is where the other problems come in. If you take a drive, jump on a scooter and go drive around the village, I guarantee you're going to see a humongous house, bigger than all the rest in the village, with a nice gate, nice fencing or walling around the house. It's going to look beautiful. And of course, it belongs to a foreigner, or his wife, should we say. It belongs to the wife. And because guys like this come to poor villages and the girlfriend wants to elevate the family, bring the status up, and the only way to do that is by showing money, and then you get respect from the people within the village. That's how it works here. I don't agree with it. I don't agree that just because you have more money that you are better than everyone else. No, it's the character, the way you carry yourself, the principles that you have. There's a lot of different elements that define us, and money really isn't one of them that's going to make your character better. More than likely it will make your character worse.
I'll make it rain all day long. My name is Floyd.
So anyway, as time went on, then obviously friends and family are saying, what the hell are you doing with this guy? Everybody stopped greeting me and being nice to me, or over nice and being friendly. Straight away they just started to treat me as just some guy that's foreign, that's not really doing much, because they expect things really, really quickly. If you go and move into a village around here, especially in Isan, within the first 6 months, the family and friends and even your girlfriend is going to expect big things from you in terms of you investing money heavily. And I don't think that's a great way to start any kind of brand new relationship, and it's very dangerous for us foreigners. So guys, if you're doing that right now, you need to put the brakes on, because more than likely you're just literally throwing money in the wind. Now guys, we can discuss this topic more in length in the comments down below. So if you've got anything to share or any questions, please put it down below, and myself or hopefully other people can answer your questions or debate with you or whatever. We've all got different various levels of knowledge being here in Thailand, but it all depends on where you live and how you've lived. Do you speak Thai? Do you mix with the locals, or do you spend your time in the bars, etc.? So there's various levels of understanding here in Thailand. So it's good to hear other people's perspectives. Now the next email we've got, guys, I want to go into, and I'm going to jump straight into it now. Hi Dan, mid-50s guy here from the UK. Now I met a Thai lady in Jomtien who owned a visa shop. An ordinary girl, I thought, and I fell in love with her. She was different, never asked me for money, took her to Central, shopping, and she declined any gifts, which was something I had never experienced before. She was mid-40s and not a stunner, but she did turn heads from the phalanx on the beach and down to my insecurities with the fact that she ran a visa shop. As there would be many other phalanx coming for retirement visas, and she could be flirty with them. One time we walked on the beach and she wanted to walk in another direction than we were used to walking. I asked her why, and she said that an ex-boyfriend was in town and stayed down near Soi 3 and we could bump into him. I said, "Bring it on. What have you got to hide?" This was the first red flag. Next was the phantom illness she had when I returned the next year. She said she had to go to Bangkok for hospital treatment, to which I said, "I will come to Bangkok and support you." I basically called her bluff, and she said she didn't want me to be burdened with the concern of her illness. Yet another red flag. Now I tried many times to finish with her, but it was the usual, "I love only you." BS. She offered to buy me a motorbike, stay in her condo, and it did seem that she was actually different. She said she didn't want my money, but I did give her money gifts to help with the shop, which she did accept. This went on for about 2 years on and off. I kept breaking it off due to my insecurities, but mainly due to my gut instinct. When something is too good to be true, then it's probably the case. In a way, I have a lot to be thankful with this happening, as I have holidayed in Thailand for nearly 20 years, and she did seem different than any other ladies that I had met before. It confirms that it may be more realistic for me to keep it simple and just enjoy my time in Thailand without the turmoil of a so-called relationship.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
Hope this message finds you and your son well, Dan. All the best. Right guys, again, let's touch on a kind of similar topic but different. When any woman is working in the heart of Pattaya, for example, they're surrounded by women that have got foreign sponsors or got many boyfriends or have a new boyfriend each day or each week. It's all going on there and it's all revolving around money. Money is the key reason why all these women, whether they're working in a beauty salon or a hairdressers or an accountant or whatever the case may be, or in a bar, whatever, they're all there to work in a holiday place, a tourist place, in Sin City, to make money. And of course there will be so many opportunities to make money from foreign men that they bump into, and the way they will see it is that if all these other women that they're constantly seeing are generating money from men, then why can't I? If this guy really likes me and he wants to wine and dine me and take me back to his room, then I want a big payout. But also, I'm willing to play the long game with the right person that comes along. And normally the right person is somebody who looks clean. It doesn't matter if they're ugly or old or whatever the case may be. As long as you're clean cut, you've got clean clothes on, your fingernails are trimmed, your toenails are trimmed, your teeth are white, for example, then they're happy to give you a chance, as long as you're also falling in love with them and as long as you're generous and a good-hearted man, i.e. you're gonna pay out. Guys, it's just the way that it is, and people need to understand it and understand that that's what goes on in a place like Pattaya. is surrounded by other Thai women that are generating money from foreign men that come to holiday there or like to cheat on the wives there, or whatever the case may be. They're generating money out of it.
Money, money, making crap for money.
So it's never going to stop. So to summarize, guys, it's near enough impossible to have a genuine relationship with almost most women that you will meet in a tourist place, because they're there mainly to make money, and that's the name of the game. So guys, try to understand that there are girls that are working in the tourist places because they've got families to take care of, yeah, i.e. mum, dad, sister, brother, etc. And also a lot of them have babies or young children that they have to take care of also. And the only way to make big money, if you're not a highly educated person, the only way like to get a decent, make a decent living is to go and join the rat race down in Jomtien, Pattaya, Phuket, etc., and go to a tourist place and try to make the money there by doing what they do.
That you, we are mine.
So, peer pressure from the families. They've got babies' mouths to feed. Yeah, they may have debts that need to be paid. They're tired of being poor. They've got peer pressure from social media where everybody's showing off with their foreign boyfriend or foreign husband and showing that they've got the life of Riley. They're living like a princess, and you could too if you come to a place like Pattaya. I can understand it from being here for so long and speaking to the girls and trying to understand the way they perceive things, because it's very different to how I perceive them. But I'm very good at looking at how other people see things. And I can understand it. I could, before I come to Thailand, not a chance. I can never agree with it or understand it, you know. I was somebody that was totally closed off. But from seeing how they live, seeing their emotional state, seeing that they're jealous of other people and stuff, and the pressure they're getting from the families, and they do have children to take care of, and the fact that they can't earn a decent salary doing a normal job, so they feel that they have to go do this and that, you know. I can kind of get my head around it, but I think as long as everybody's educated and they understand it and they can see it for what it is, then people can make a more rational decision on what they're doing. Do they want to date a woman like this? Do they want to take on that burden? Are they willing to pay for love, kind of thing? They can make their own choice, understand what they're getting involved in, and then don't moan about it because you knew about it beforehand. And videos like this and the others that we share hopefully get that message out. You know, it's entirely up to you as long as you know the score. Guys, if you've got your own Thailand story that you want to share on the channel, then get your emails sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, take care, and ciao for now. Bye bye.